let's roll up. Every day, there's a glow up. Spin a bag then, just show out. Real as bitchin', you know it. Cause when I pop my shit, real bitches only ones that come out. Every day I'm a stunner. Big racks, big hundreds. Have him praying to my pussy cause he know that it.
Hey, what's going on? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live on the Industry's Most Wanted podcast.
Industry's Most Wanted.
And listen, today must be all about the ladies because I just had another beautiful young lady here out of Florida come through. Now we got ATL in the building.
Okay, Southside.
Yes. And listen, both of them happened to perform at the most recent showcase for OG Bigger Rankin's birthday bash. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about you right now. Go ahead and give us that official introduction.
So what's poppin', ATL? This your girl, Jada'Re, okay, from the Southside. And you know, AKA Southside baby. So, yeah, what's motherfucking good?
I appreciate you being here. You know, you deserve to be here. I'm going to tell you why. Because
thank
you really brought all that energy. Like, you shut it down.
Thank you.
I'm going to say that first and foremost. Like, you had such a dope performance.
Come on now. That's what I got to do.
Yes.
Show out for my girls.
Yes. Like, sorry, fellas, but I think she outdid y'all. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, you came with the positive energy. You got good music. You have good stage presence. You're a superstar.
Thank you.
Facts. So let's just, you know, dive in and talk about everything that you got going on. But before we do that, you know, take us back a little bit. When did music start becoming that passion for you?
So really, like, I've been doing music since I was a little girl. Like, the first CD I ever bought, I was like 4 years old.
Yeah.
It was Alicia Keys' album. I went to my piggy bank. I broke it. I was like, yeah, I'm about to get that.
I know that's right.
So I used to just sing around the house and stuff, but I was in chorus all my life. So when I was doing chorus, I used to write music back then, a lot of R&B.
Yeah.
And really, like, when the pandemic hit, that's when I really started going to the studio, started working real hard and making music, and it kind of turned to like the R&B hip hop vibe.
Yeah.
Just went from there.
So what would you call, because you got to have your own genre. What would you call your genre if you could give it a name?
My own genre. Ooh, that's good. I always say like the mainstream hip hop vibe. I'm always in that vibe, but like I just do vibe music, like whatever I'm feeling, whether it's an R&B, hip hop, pop, whatever. I'm about to just vibe to it.
It's that Jada'Re-ish,
Yeah.
okay?
Let's get into it.
Yes, most definitely. So would you say growing up in the Atlanta area had that influence for you to want to do music?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Like, when you come to Atlanta, like, when you go downtown, that's all you see. Like, even the paintings outside, well, you know, they doing a little spray paint and stuff.
Yeah.
You driving down late at night, all you hear is music playing, everything like that. So, like, the vibe, everything, growing up around people, because I lived in the hood all my life.
Yeah.
So, you know, everybody was rapping around me.
Yeah.
Everybody was doing music. So, it's always just been that energy. And I knew I just belonged in this shit.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you, like, the culture here in Atlanta, like, as I just discussed with you, I'm an OG. I've been coming to Atlanta since the 90s. I came out here and got to experience the real deal Freaknik, you know what I'm saying? And I knew back then, I told myself and my homegirl that was with me, I said, I'm going to live there one day because I just loved the culture and I love, like, it's so embracing here. And I don't know, maybe people from here don't feel it the way I feel it. But it's been so much love since I've been here. Like, I really feel like it's been so embracing. And I'm like, man.
That's Southern hospitality.
Definitely. Absolutely. So, you know, let's pay homage real quick. Who are a couple of the Atlanta artists that really, you know, maybe inspired you?
Oh, big time. One, most definitely. Sierra, like, that's somebody that I really enjoy. Like, her whole vibe of just, it don't matter if she's doing a hip-hop song or R&B song, she's on it.
Yeah.
Some OGs, like, definitely, you know, like Gucci Mane, like, that's somebody I really love. Like, Young Jeezy, that's somebody I really love. T.I., all them back in the day, like, just the trap music, all that type of vibe. You know, my girls, like, I got to give it up to Lotto. Like, she came through for the girls of my generation, like, so her... Yeah.
You know, it's so crazy. When I moved here in 2013, I started doing showcases off of MLK at a spot. At the time, it was called GME Lounge, Grown Money Entertainment. And Lotto, at the time, she was Mulatto. her dad used to bring her to perform at my showcases, and she was probably like 15. She wasn't even old enough to get in, so her dad had to be there with her. And I remember the venue owner was like, she's going to make it big, because she was just like such a force on stage. And the next thing I know, she's on Rap Game. Next thing I know, she's like taking over. I'm like, dang. So yeah, definitely shout out to Lotto. She is putting on for the women out here.
Southside, y'all know what's going on.
Definitely. So let's just switch gears for just a second, and we're going to come back to music. I just found out today that you're a fitness instructor.
Oh, yes. So I've been doing that for about 3 years now, and just doing that, I love being around people. That's something that I really love.
Yeah.
And these are people that are supporters and fans, and, you know, really, I just do that like once a month in person. I do it virtually, so, you know, I do it on Zoom. And you can follow me on my fitness page, Jada Reloaded Fitness.
Yes.
Okay?
That is so dope. So how did you get involved in doing that? Because I think, let me just elaborate for a second. When you do what you do, you have to be in shape. You get on stage and you performing and you moving around and you dancing and you on the mic, you gotta have your wind up. You gotta be in shape.
Oh, big time. Big time.
So it definitely ties in with what you're doing musically. How did fitness become a passion for you?
So I just call myself a big performer. Like, I did sports. Like, I played basketball, softball.
So, yes, ma'am. Okay.
I did the dance team, you know, doing chorus. So, doing all that, you have to stay fit.
Yeah.
You have to have good health. So, I've always been one to just work out. And I was like, let me get certified in this. Like,
love it.
It was the pandemic time. I was on my grind. Like, I was doing music.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a fitness instructor. So, I was like, I'm finna do both. And the fitness just really made me some good money to be able to, you know, support what I'm doing right now. And I still do it. And
man, that was the perfect time to kick it off during the pandemic, because all the gyms closed.
Oh, yeah. That was terrible.
All the gyms closed.
My feeling was hurt.
I call myself putting a little gym. We put one in our garage, but you know, you don't really use it that much like that, because it's just.
Well, I do.
Well, you really are in good shape. You know what I'm saying? Like, you about your business, you about your fitness. So let's talk about that. You know, how can people get in tune?
So, like, you talking about, like, get in tune with the fitness?
Yes. Like, if they, you know, because you do virtual Zoom and stuff like that. How they follow you on Instagram? Like, how do they sign up?
So you can follow me on Instagram. Once you follow me on Instagram, I have my link tree on there, and it will show all my sites. I do have some workout sites that you can go on, and you can get some little fitness clips.
Okay.
You can see it on my Instagram as well. And you could actually do a consultation with me on there, and we'll have like a 30-minute conversation, and we'll get you into either, you know, a nutrition plan or a fitness plan or both.
Man, that is so dope. So let's just talk to the other artists that are out there right now, because a lot of times as an entrepreneur in this music business, people don't have health insurance, right?
Right.
So you got to take care of yourself, because you can't afford to get sick.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
big time.
Just real quickly, if you don't mind, any artist out there or whatever, you know, that are living recklessly, what piece of advice would you give them to get on their fitness and health journey?
Oh, man, especially to my guys out there, man. Stay off that lean, man. Stay off that
Please stay off of that.
Please, especially if you want to be an artist, like, that type of stuff that really affects you really bad. Like, and when it comes to my girls, we got to come with energy all the time. Like, that's something that they look for in us when it comes to female artists. Like, you know, we always got to come 2 times harder than the men. So when it comes to that, like, you got to be on stage. You can't just be standing there with a mic in your hand. Like, yeah, you may have amazing music, but who are you? What are you coming with?
Right.
So, you know, you just got to stay fit. Go in the gym. Even if you do it at home in the gym, just start with 2 times a week, whether it's like a little 20-minute yoga class.
Yeah.
Or it's just, you know, you're doing a quick little 15-minute cardio running outside. Just start slow, build yourself up. But, yeah, my guys out there, y'all got to stay fit, too, especially eating good, staying healthy. Like,
yes.
That's a big thing.
It's a lifestyle. It really is.
It's a big-ass lifestyle.
It's not something you do for like 6 months and lose a little bit of weight and then you go back to doing what you're doing. Like, you have to adopt it as a full lifestyle.
Oh, big time, big time. Like, I really had to change, because the first change really came from, like, I was pre-diabetic, you know, so
really,
I found out at 18 years old.
Wow.
I was like, my doctor told me, she was like, do you want to take an arm? You want to take a leg? Because if you keep this route up, you're reaching, like, I think she said 0.4 away from being diabetes 2.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was like, dog, I really got to make a change. I've been fit all my life. Where is this coming from? So, like, that was the first passion for it. And then recently with me just doing the music, like, me wanting to be on stage, wanting to perform, wanting to put on a show for people, like that was like where it triggered a part 2 with it. So
absolutely,
it's just a lifestyle, like she said.
It's a lifestyle, yeah. And sometimes, you know, we have to have something that triggers us to push us to do it, like you with that doctor visit. But it changed your life.
Oh yeah, like 18. That's not.
No, that's super young.
18 years old.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, you know, taking it back over to the music side, what was the first project that you released?
So the first project that I ever released was actually my single that's out right now. It's called Poppin'.
Okay.
So that one's really big. It hit 36K on Spotify.
Yes.
6K on YouTube right now. So it's doing really good. It's been out for about, I'll say about 4 or 5 months now.
Okay.
And it was really just taking that time, looking in that library of songs and just seeing which one was going to be, you know, the one to say, this is Jada'Re, like, this is who I am.
Right, to make that real deal introduction to the world, like, this is me. So how does it feel? Like, you've gotten some great attention, lots of streams. How does it feel?
Yeah.
Were you expecting all that?
Oh, nah. Like, ooh, I had a heart attack, like a big one. Like, I woke up, like, I remember the first day, the first streams, it was like 53 streams. And I was like, okay, like, oh my God.
Shoot, that's good though. Yeah. Just start.
my stuff.
Yeah. That is dope.
I'm going to say, like, for the next, like, week or two, it just kept going up. I kept seeing, like, 1,000. Then it was, like, 2,000. Then it was, like, 10,000. I'm like, oh, my God, like, what? Like, my song? So, yeah, the attention is crazy. Like, life is really changing. It's becoming really dope.
And it's moving fast.
Fast. Like, that's the thing that I didn't even expect it to move as fast as it was going. I was like,
right,
put this song out, and then we got to put like 20, 30 more songs out. And when it hit, it was like, wow, like, this is what the industry really is. Like, now I'm really in the game.
Absolutely. So seeing, you know, with everything moving fast for you and you're getting a lot of attention, what type of motivation does that provide you?
Man, like, especially when it comes to the supporters and the fans, like, they motivate me every day, just sending me things every day. I have people, like, sending me songs now. They be like, I want you to listen to this. Tell me how it going. I want you to be featured on this. So, like, really having my fans every day, they keep me motivated. Seeing that, like, my first single ever to drop and it make numbers like that.
Right.
That's really dope. Like, y'all think that's just popping? Oh, I got so much more coming for y'all. Like, stop playing.
I know that's right. So what is keeping you, besides the people that support you? I know you got fans and you got, you know, family and friends.
Big time too.
Yeah, so your family's real supportive?
Oh, yes. Like, they're at every show. They're at everything I do. Every time I'm doing a video, they're right there behind the scenes. Like, they're always there. So, yeah, they're the super fans. That's what I call them.
I was just going to ask you that if you have a name for them, because I know a lot of artists, especially female artists, not so much the fellas, but the women, they give a name to them because it's like endearing to them. So it's the super fans.
I really haven't came up with a name yet, but you know what? Now you done gave me an idea. I
yes,
super fans
yes, absolutely. Come up with, you know, some sort of name, you know, whatever, because that's going to be unique. That's going to be something that's only Jada'Re
right, definitely
has. Absolutely. So let's talk about the name Jada'Re. Is that the government?
Nah, that ain't the government. That ain't the government. But it is a mixture of the government. So it's like my first and my middle name. I put them together. Well, really, my family did when I was younger. My middle name is Marie.
Okay.
So they always call me Jada'Re, Jada May. So it kind of, Jada'Re became like the cool one. And I was like, okay, this is my little alter ego. Like, when Jada'Re come out, it's time to pop in, turn up, you know, get lit. Jada, she's really just the calm, chill vibe, the positive energy. Jada'Re, it's time, like, that's when the bottles coming out.
I know that's right.
Smoke going, let's get lit.
What's been the dopest experience that you've had so far doing music?
Wow, the dopest experience. I'm going to definitely say, as far as right now, just doing the showcases, like being out there, being with the fans, performing live, like, that's totally new to me, like, not just going in the studio, like, really doing that show with y'all, like, that was something totally different for me. I was like, whoa.
And you did your thing, too.
Thank you. To win something, like, what?
Yes, and you brought all that energy even after the fact. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's what I'm talking about, because I don't know, and this is not to throw no shade, but some of y'all artists need to pick up your energy. You know what I'm saying? Because you're an entertainer.
Yeah.
You want to entertain people.
That's why I had to let the girls know y'all got to come with the energy because I'm coming for next.
I know that's right.
2023, like, we're going to chill out a little bit for 2022. It's wintertime, but I'm telling y'all, I'm coming for next.
That's right. Absolutely. So this coming Friday, CX1 DJ's 11-year anniversary. For people who have not seen you, met you yet, what can they expect when you get on that stage?
Oh, y'all got to expect a lot from me. Like, I'm bringing all the energy. I got some people coming with me, some surprise guests myself. So,
okay.
You know, I got a new single out. So, you know, I got some things coming for y'all. I want to keep it on the hush.
I know that's right.
Too much.
Right. Because they just got to come out and see what's going on.
You got to see what's coming on. Like,
yes. Do you got any videos out?
Yes, so I do have the poppin' video out, and I actually had a video that just dropped last night at 12 a.m., and it's PSA. That's one of my other singles that's out right now. So I really want y'all to go watch that, go run that up for me, y'all. Y'all know what's going on with that. So I have another single out, too. It's an R&B single, and it's called End of Summer. So that one's a real vibe, but that one's not a video yet.
Okay.
We're working on that.
So the video that just dropped, make sure do you have a write-up for it or anything yet?
A write-up for it?
Yeah, like just, explaining about the video and the song.
Oh, yeah, I got all that, yeah.
So make sure you send it to me so I can post it on my website and all that. I want to show you some love. Absolutely. So, I know, like you said, I don't know, this weather is like all of a sudden it's just made this quick turn. It went from hot to like now it's getting a little bit cooler.
Right.
I'm here for it. I'm tired of that 95-degree weather.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's getting a little hot out there.
It's not good for our makeup and our hair and all that. So what can we expect from you through the winter months?
Oh, through the winter months, definitely. So I'm going to have a few more showcases that I'm going to do. I got, I think, 2 singles coming out.
Okay.
Yeah, 2. So y'all be ready for those. Like, these ones for the girls, Definitely just traveling more, too. Going out, networking, doing a lot of things with that. So y'all really just going to have more music coming out by the end of this year. And I believe we're going to have a video drop, but I don't want to spoil it. Like
I know that's right. Take us through your creative process. Like, when you catch an idea, like you said, sometimes you might, 2 o'clock in the morning, you come up with an idea for a song. Yeah. From that point until you actually get in the studio and record it, what's the creative process that you go through?
So it's so funny. Like, my creative process, like, I could have some type of mood that I'm in. Like, I may be in an angry mood right now. Like, I may be, somebody hurt my feelings or anything like that. And that's really some way that, the best way to write music, especially when it's coming from the heart. And that doesn't mean that you have something against somebody or
of course.
It's like just so directed towards anybody. But, definitely when you're in that type of energy and vibe, I'm a big shower person too. So when I'm in the shower and I got some music playing or I'm just, bobbing in my head, that's when I come up with maybe like 3-4 lyrics. It'll come in my head and boom, like now I'm finna write it on the paper. And honestly, when it comes to me writing music, it take me about maybe like an hour to put a song together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you write all of your music before you get in the studio and record?
Oh, definitely. Now, sometimes I go in there and freestyle a little bit, But I most definitely, I'm big on writing. I think writing is very good. Like, I think that's where we're kind of losing touch as artists. Like, yes, it's great to freestyle, and it's great to put that out there so people can show, like, the talent that they really have.
Right.
But I think, like, I was watching something with Lil Wayne the other day, and he said, they used to give us subjects.
Yes.
And that's how we used to rap, and that's how I rap. Like, I got a whole thing. I was watching a show. It was by Issa the other day, and it said, for the girls, for the boys, for the hood, so I kind of saw that and I was like, okay, you know what? That's that subject shit.
Absolutely.
So, just having those subjects for yourself, making sure that you really delivering what you talking about.
Right.
Like, it be a lot of shit that just be going all over the place now. People just putting out whatever, and it's like,
Right.
You gotta really
lot of them.
on what the fuck you doing.
Yeah, because a lot of the music, I think, and it ain't no shade to these artists out here,
here,
but we just speaking facts. A lot of them will just say stuff because it rhymes, but it don't make no sense.
Right.
It's like, what is you talking about?
Right. All right.
But you're right. I think a lot of the artists now have just gotten away from a lot of the substance. And I don't like it to be overdone. Like, I'm not big on super bars and all that. You know, like
because I like the turned up shit. Like, I
yeah,
like
me
the
too.
vibes
Me
on
too.
that.
But I think you can still deliver it in a way where it's like, okay, you're giving them some substance, but you can turn up at the same time.
Definitely. Like Cardi.
Right.
Like,
exactly.
She's a turn up queen on
yes.
that one, so.
Good example. Most definitely. So besides, you know, being fit, besides music, what else can we catch you doing?
What else can you catch me doing? Really? Hey, like I do work a lot too. Like, besides just doing the music and stuff, I do work like a little 9 to 5.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
To the girls, it's nothing wrong. To anybody, it's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5.
Absolutely, there's
and being
not.
an entrepreneur. I do sell like, you know, anklets on the side as
okay.
well. I do sell jewelry at times.
Oh, that's
like,
dope.
On my little boutique, on my little link tree, you can check that out as well.
Yeah.
So, really just the fitness and grinding on the music, like that's my main focus right now, just being on the music and making sure that I'm just delivering everything to the top. Like I'm trying to work this real quick. I'm trying to get up there real quick.
You could definitely be an inspiration for a lot of young ladies out here because you're still young yourself, but you got so much going on. Yeah. You still working.
I don't believe like just sitting in the house, like no shade. Like I don't believe in like just being laid up with a nigga sitting in the house.
Yeah.
Not having nothing going for yourself. Like as a young female, like just growing up seeing some of the people that I knew or just things that I've heard, like women, you know, they don't have a lot going on because they're so catered to their children and so catered to a man. Like you still gotta have a grind for yourself. So that's why, you know, I kind of sit back from having kids right now, you know, because I want to make sure that I get to a point where it's like my kids are straight, I'm straight, they can live a great life, I live a great life as well. Like,
absolutely.
I feel like it's fair for a woman to have a great life. Like they shouldn't just have to sit in the house and take care of kids and just work all the time. Like
absolutely. No, I agree. And I don't ever want to be in a position where I feel like I have to depend on someone to make it or get by.
Right. So that's why I say, hey, I got to work 3-4 jobs. I'm going to do it.
Absolutely. Tell us something about yourself that the world doesn't know if you don't mind sharing.
Something about myself.
Your fans want to know this kind of stuff.
I know. Oh, goodness. So besides the singing, I definitely like to produce music too. So like I like to make beats. And stuff. Yeah, I got a piano at home.
What do you not do?
Beats on the side, you know what I'm saying? So that's one thing that I really do.
Now that's
and when it
fire.
comes to the fitness stuff, like I love traveling. Like I love going into nature. I love going up mountains.
Me
and all that
too.
Kind of stuff. Like that's my vibe right
yes, there, so. Me too. I tell everybody I was a mountain lion in my previous life.
Okay. So
I
say I'm a cheater. Like
yes.
If I could be anything, I'd be a cheater. Like.
Okay. See, that's why we get along. You know what I'm saying? I tell everybody, I'm like, that's why we wear the little pointed nails. These are my cat claws. You know what I'm saying? Her. And it's crazy because a lot of times I'll be out there. A lot of times by myself, you know, I'll do videos and people are like, oh, you crazy? I said, no, I'm not crazy. This is my peace of mind. This is like mental therapy for me, being out there. You know what I'm saying? I love hiking and doing stuff like that. That's so dope.
I love hiking.
So making beats, how did that come about?
So I'm going to say, I think last Christmas, like it was a Christmas gift. Somebody bought me a piano. So I started making beats from there. So like sometimes I just be on the piano and I find like a basic beat online and I just kind of play with it there. And I just, you know, I send it to my producer and be like, look, this is the vibe that I'm getting. This is what I'm feeling. Yeah. And sometimes he'll just, you know, recreate that for me. So I'm trying to really dig into that and get deeper into that and like get my own set. So that's what I'm working on right now. Get my own set for that. But yeah, I love making beats. I love just creating. Like that's something I do. I'm a writer myself too, so I like to write for other people. Like I write for other artists as well.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Do you record yourself, or do you go to the studio?
I usually go to the studio.
Yeah.
Like I record myself on my phone. Maybe,
right.
Nah, definitely always at the studio. Even if it's just something like, even if it's just a little verse, even if it's just a little chorus that's in my head, and I'm like, I gotta put this on the beat. Like, yeah, so everything is at the studio.
Who's your engineer?
So my engineer, so my producer, his name, I ain't gonna put his name out there, but yeah, my producer, he's very dope. I don't want to put either their name out there. You know, they're a little funny active, but it's Greedy Gruts Production.
Okay.
Basically, I fuck with Greedy Gruts Production. I've been fucking with them for a long time.
Yeah.
And they just a good vibe. Like, they always helping me. They always got me in the studio. They always sending me beats, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, definitely.
That's what
they
you gotta.
hard. Y'all gotta fuck with Greedy Guts.
Yes, you gotta find somebody that you vibe with and that you have chemistry with and that understands the sound that you want.
Big time, big time.
That's hard to really describe a sound. You know, you can provide them like with a reference track.
So you know what's crazy? I used to start with R&B with them about 2-3 years ago, and I did a little bit of rap to it one time, and my producer, he was like, "I feel like you could rap." I was like, I don't know if I could rap. So then he sent me a few beats, and I started rapping on them, and it went from there. So I really just been rapping for like the past 3 years, but I've always done music, so it's nothing new to me. Like, I know how to vibe it out.
That's dope that he brought that out in you, though.
Yes, like that's one thing that I really appreciate about him. Like, he brings everything out of me. Like, my first performance ever, a lot of people don't know, it was at New Music Monday.
Oh, okay. Coalition DJs.
Yeah, shout out to the Coalition DJs.
Yes.
So, yeah, that was my first performance ever, as in, like, being an artist for myself as Jada'Re. I did perform when I was younger and stuff, but, yeah, I was scared. I was like, you threw me to the wolves, dog. Like, do you understand?
That's a big platform for your first performance because you got everybody there really to critique you.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah, it's like DJs that sit there and they really critique your music, and they critique how you perform as well, and they just give you real deal, you know, advice to that shit. So
that's good though. As an artist, I think you need that. You know what I'm saying? Do you typically, when you're at the shows, you got somebody recording your performances and you go back and critique it yourself?
Oh, yeah, big time. Like, I'll watch my performances over and over again. That's one thing that I always do. And I can see, like, you know, maybe I should have held the mic a certain type of way. Maybe I should have breathed at this area of the song and stuff like that. So, definitely, my biggest thing is my performances. Like, I love making music. I love getting into the studio, but focusing on my performances and how I deliver my music is everything to me. So.
Absolutely. And I know that's something that Bigger looks at. He always gets on the artist when they hold the mic like this.
Yes.
He's like, hold it here because we can't hear you.
Yes. And they like train you in that when you're doing chorus, like not to muffle the mic.
Right,
stuff, so.
Exactly. Hold it a certain way. So ultimately, where do you want to go with your music? Do you want to eventually sign with a label if it makes sense? Do you want to stay independent? Talk to us about that.
You know, I always question that. That's like a 50-50 for me. Hey, where the money, you know, the money got to talk, you know, when it comes to them labels. But no, big time, I wouldn't mind signing to a label.
Yeah.
That's something that I think about, and we always discuss, even with Greedy Guts, fucking with them. Like, they always say, is that something that you want to do? And I joke around, be like, nah, I'm going to be independent. But, hey, you know, money talk, and I'm ready to discuss.
Absolutely, especially if you have somebody who presents you with a really good opportunity, because it's got to make sense.
Right. It's not just about the money. I, you know, joke about that.
No, you're absolutely, it is. I mean, that's a big part of it now. Okay. Don't get it twisted.
But having the opportunity as well, seeing what they bring it to the table, because, you know, they could throw, you know, millions at you, but if they're not getting, you know, bookings, they're not getting, you know, endorsements, anything like that. Like, you know, so those things are important. So, you know.
Absolutely.
And talk to my lawyer.
I know that. There you go. Absolutely. And that's, man, that's like a whole nother subject.
Yeah.
As an artist, you got to have legal representation.
Oh, yeah.
You have to have you a good entertainment attorney, because otherwise you might, you know, sign yourself into a contract that later on you're like, dang, what was I thinking? Because, you know, we don't understand a lot of that legal stuff.
Because that's where you get at that point. It's just contract after contract. So.
Right. Absolutely. So anything else coming up that you want to let everybody know about?
So, yes, like Miss Tampa said, we do have our show coming. It's the Coalition. I mean, not the Coalition, the CX1 DJs. It's September 16th. I will be performing there live, okay? That's basically it right now at the moment. It's really just dropping music, getting back into the craft, and really just bringing it for my fans, my supporters, everybody out there. Like, I really just want to show and really trying to get signed.
I know that's right. She gonna catch the attention of somebody. Absolutely. I foresee that.
Thank you.
More than one. There's probably gonna be, you're probably gonna have more than one offer coming your way, because you're just dope.
Yeah. I had a few things thrown my way, you know, but you know.
It wasn't the right time.
It wasn't the right time.
Yeah.
So.
Timing is everything.
Yeah, big time.
So if there's other artists out there who are about their business, got the budget together, because ain't nothing free, you know what I'm saying? She's over here really working, and they want to get with you maybe on a feature or something like that. What's the best way for them to reach out to you?
Oh, big time. Like, you could check it, even on my Instagram. You could look under my email. That's where you could reach out to Greedy Guts Production. You could go to you could email them greedygrutsproduction@gmail.com. You can reach out through me to Instagram, DMs, anything like that. I'm definitely down, ready to work with all the, upcoming artists that's coming out. The big ones, just saying. Had to put that out there.
Nah, for real. Absolutely. But let me just say this. If you're an artist that wants to come and work with her, please be about your business.
Yeah.
Be prepared with a budget so you can maybe do a video together, put some marketing behind that. Like, a lot of these artists, they see you moving and shaking and people paying attention, so they want to jump on your wave. Oh, yeah. But they don't want to bring nothing to the table. That don't make no sense. She is not fixing to fund the whole thing. Like,
money talk.
Yeah, so I just want to throw that out there. Any artist that's looking to work, man, make sure you come correct to her. She's about her business. Before we get up out of here, tell everybody where they can follow you, keep up with you on your social platforms.
Okay, so yes, y'all can follow me on IG at JADDAMARIEE, the number 2. That's Jada with 2 D's, Marie with 2 E's, the number 2. And you can follow me on Twitter as well. That's Jada with 2 D's, Marie with 2 E's. So yeah. Y'all shout me out there. Y'all follow me. I'll follow y'all back. It's all love. If you want to get some features with me, if y'all want to do a song together, any type of podcast, anything.
I know that's right.
Talk.
Book her.
Book me.
Book her. Anybody you want to shout out to?
Shout out to Greedy Guts Production. Y'all my dogs for life. Shout out to the South Side. Shout out to Mama. I told you I was going to shout you out. Shout out to my cuz over there. She in the back.
Yes.
Yeah, just shout out to my fans, my supporters, everybody. I love y'all dearly. Thank you for all the support and love that y'all have been giving me, coming out to the shows, reposting, all that stuff. That shit is definitely appreciated. So, yeah. Let's just keep that shit popping.
I know that's right. Last but not least, we are live on the Industry's Most Wanted podcast. Shout out to Jada'Re checking in. Yeah. You got to let everybody know what makes you the Industry's Most Wanted.
Oh, what makes me the industry most wanted? Come on now. I'm coming with the smoke. Like, everything that I'm coming with, man, like I said, I'm stepping on next. Like, I come with the cadences. I come with the great music. I come with the vibes, the energy, performing. Like, that's just what makes me next. Like, I think, like, I just know. Like, I feel it every day. I wake up every day and look in the mirror and be like, you up next.
Yes.
No, it's not. I'm up now.
You up now. You got now. Claiming it. We putting it out there to the universe. We're manifesting it.
Yes.
Definitely. Well, I appreciate you being here today.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And I can't wait to see you on Friday.
Yes, yes. Y'all come out. Y'all come show some love. We in Norcross, okay?
Yes, at the Hilton Atlanta Northeast.
Yes,
we did it there last year. Really, really nice spot. Make sure y'all pull up. We up out of here, y'all.
Yeah.